reading update before my son comes back from his grandparents. He stayed there last night. I did more housework and more decluttering. We've got a lot less stuff in our flat now, and yeah, it feels good. I wasn't so much a hoarder, but yeah, my son's very sentimental about all of his toys, and he outgrows his clothes quite regularly, being like he's 4, so yeah, they're growing at quite a rapid rate, and I successfully managed to lose some weight, so I dropped from a 60 size 16 to a size 12 in clothes. So yeah, I had a lot of clothes that were too big for me. I was just wearing them anyway, and just having them really big. Though I realised that probably didn't look very good. Like all that extra fabric. I kind of like baggier clothes. I don't really want to be wearing like tight fitting dresses or trousers or anything, but I don't want them to look like ridiculously too large for my body. Anyway, I'm sat here just trying to read a little bit more of the Exorcist book I started the other week from the library. Was it last week or the week before? I'm about 2/3 of the way through. I've got about 90 pages to go. I think I made a little video just saying the experiences that this exorcist, Father Carlos Martins, documents in this book. They are very crazy, and it's kind of hard to believe that they're actually true stories. So he's a priest. I presume he's not going to lie about these things, and he has witnesses there with him. So yeah, it's crazy. I think within the church and for Christians in general, it's not wise at all to be too interested in stuff like that. But it's good, it's good to accept that it is reality, unfortunately, and that it can be dealt with. So yeah, interesting. I would recommend it. I have it here. Yeah, I just read a little part of this book that kind of made me laugh at myself. It's talking about the portals that can be opened, and when you deal with or dabble in the occult, like tarot card reading and stuff. And I'm just reading a little kind of separate chapter about Reiki, and yeah, I'm just laughing to myself because it just sounds so ridiculous. It's an idea now, having having more fully accepted, well, completely accepted the teachings of Jesus and Christianity and the Bible and everything. Reading about Reiki sounds like the most made up, nonsensical thing ever. That you can be attuned and with the ability to heal people, and you have to pay money, and I don't know, it's crazy. He says, here he quotes somebody talking about Reiki. Reiki is a simple, natural and safe method of spiritual healing and self-improvement that everyone can use. It has been effective in helping virtually every known illness and malady, and always creates a beneficial effect. It also works in conjunction with all other medical and therapeutic techniques. Where is it? I don't think that was the actual part that I just read that made me laugh. But yeah, I'm just thinking, like, how could I have been, so foolish and blind to actually embark on, a course to learn Reiki. I mean, it probably wasn't even 10 years ago. So I can't really use my age as an excuse. I must have been at least 30 when I started that course in Reiki. And what a waste of time, and how potentially dangerous as well. When I was involved in all that tarot card reading, all that stuff, mediumship, etc. I mean, thank God my life wasn't too horrific. Well, I guess in a way it was, because I suffered a lot from my health and my mental health during those times. I mean, yeah, thankfully I never was, possessed or. But I did actually lose my mind and end up in the mental hospital, and yeah, I attribute that a lot to getting involved with all of the new age philosophy and practices like yoga as well. I mean, I'm not being too hard on myself. I do feel really guilty and repentant about the word. Yeah, full of remorse, and I want to repent fully for doing all of those things. But God is merciful, and and hopefully he forgives me. I'm sure he does. I guess in a way, not trying to absolve myself or anything, but although I had read the Bible, and even the passages, I think in Deuteronomy and Leviticus, talking about you shouldn't get involved with communication with spirits, etc. at all. I wasn't no offense to my parents or no judgment on my parents, but I wasn't brought up in a religious home at all. I didn't go to a religious school. Christianity was more part of the culture. During my school years, from the late 80s to the early 2000s. I remember at primary school we sang a lot of Christian hymns in assembly, even though it wasn't a Church of England school or anything like that. And we would have talks on the Bible, and I remember these guys used to come and these Christians and tell Bible stories, and they would do those kind of paintings where it was just random lines, and they would fill in the picture, so it would kind of conclude the Bible story that they were telling us. I always quite enjoyed those. Did anyone else have those? Those people who came into for similar age as me, and you were in the UK. Was that just a thing that was unique to my school and my area? I'm not sure. But yeah, back onto the subject I was talking about. It was kind of easy, I suppose, for me to be led astray because I hadn't been fully taught about spirituality or the reality of the spiritual world and God, and I believed in God, and I think my mum does as well, but it wasn't kind of emphasized too much when I was growing up. So yeah, I think that's why it's so important that as parents we do teach our children to read the Bible and love God and church and all that stuff. So, yeah, anyway, I'm going to finish this book. I did get my Audible credit last night. I've got Audible for 99p, I think, paying for this month only, and then it goes back to normal price, so I'll probably have to freeze my subscription. But as for what I'm going to choose for my credit, I think there are 2 books that I'm interested in. I think I'm going to get the first one by the same author. I forget his name. Oh, his surname is Pitre. I don't know if he's French. P-I-T-R, or Peter. I'm not sure. I don't know how to pronounce his name. But he's written 2 books. One is called The Jewish Roots of Mary, as in the Virgin Mary, and the other one is Jewish Roots of the Eucharist. And they've both got very high ratings on Audible. I'm interested. I think that they would be really good books to read, or listen to. I did just find on Audible there's a podcast about the Jewish roots of Christianity, which is free, so I may listen to that and then pick something a bit more fun, entertainmenty kind of book or a novel for my Audible pick. In any case, I do hope to finish you well. I want to finish I want to finish Claudia. I'm a little bit further in. I've also got another book by the same author, Diana Taylor Wallace, which is about the woman at the well. The time where Jesus meets that Samaritan woman, and he tells her all about her life, and she affirms that he is the Messiah, and she runs back to tell everyone in her village, what he's told her, and that she's met the Jewish Messiah. So that could be an interesting book. In fact, I'm sure it will be, and I'm looking forward to reading that. Because I do love her books, and this Claudia one has been the only one that I've struggled to get through. I am much more enjoying it now. I'm coming up to halfway through. So yeah, and anything else? I don't have any other reading goals or plans or TBRs. I guess I could possibly start reading the Steinbeck book, but I'm not sure. I think I might try and read that this year. Maybe it'll be the next book I read. I want to take this Exorcist book back to the library soon, maybe tomorrow or Monday. Pick a new one if my son will let me look at the grown-up books for a minute. So yeah, I am kind of getting a bit more back into reading. Anyway, I'll update you soon. If you're interested, let me know what you're reading. And Happy New Year. I don't think I've said that before. I hope everyone has a really good 2026. Healthy and happy and all that. And I'll talk to you soon. Okay, take care. God bless. Bye.